All right, guys. Ian and Ben from Central Coast Disc Golf, and we have some more 2016 Otter Open. We are lucky to be joined by Chris Edwards. Say hi, Chris.
Hello, guys.
There he is. And
So
you're
yeah, we got Chris right.
yeah, you're Lat 64 sponsored, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going into my second year of sponsorship with them.
Cool. You digging the plastic?
Totally. Yeah, I just got to try out a bunch of new discs today. The Destiny, the Catapult, and the Long Bowman. Bunch of really nice flyers. Yeah, their plastic is just like so consistent and grippy. It's like really hard to break those discs in. So yeah, lots of good flight coming out of those discs for sure.
Right on, man. Cool. Well, hey Ben,
Yeah,
let's watch some disc golf.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're back with part two, round two, 2016 Otter Open. Nico, Chris Edwards, Michael Moulton, Peter McBride. Nico's been doing work, guys.
Yeah, Nico's been playing lights out.
Yeah, 19 down. We are on to hole 11. Tell us all about the hole, Ben.
The fence is actually inbounds on this hole, but it probably is not going to come into play as you'll see these guys throw big hyzers.
Uh-huh.
For more novice players, you have to throw a big S turn over the field.
Yeah.
But these guys are just throwing big hyzers. There's an OB on the right that will come into play if, say, they were to flip their disc.
Okay, it's like to the right of that big tree line, is where it is?
Left of the big tree line on
Okay.
the right.
Gotcha.
In between those tallest trees you see in the middle and the tree line on the right
Okay.
is kind of the hyzer look. You can see it finish right where Michael's disc was.
Yeah, pretty good looking pull. And Chris, you're throwing your scythe?
Yep. Something I can throw pretty hard and trust it to flatten out and then come back hard at the end.
Okay. Does it have like a Nova equivalent disc or something like that, or?
I couldn't really pick one off the top of my head.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And the homie, Peter McBride, also throwing the big hyzer line. I believe that was an outlaw.
Yeah, I think he threw it a little bit inside and actually caught a tree there.
Oh, did he really? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he is pitching out.
Oh, wow. Uh,
Good flick, but he hit that other tree. He was on a good path.
yeah. Michael for birdie, but he's quite a bit short. Oh, not as short as I thought. But
Good bit.
Yeah. And Peter to save a par.
Yep.
Oh, no. No way.
Yeah, it was kind of a dirty roll there.
God, on flat ground even. And it's sandy. What the heck?
Handy enough.
I know, right? Seriously, Nico for another birdie. Oh, man. He's feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Just every one of those straddle pitch putts is no question.
It's got to be the pants, right?
Probably.
I think it's the pants. Here's Peter to save a 4. Wow.
Peter being Peter.
Peter being Peter. Exactly right, Chris. What a putt.
Good putt.
Great putt, especially after what just happened to him, you know?
Yeah, it'd be really easy to put your head down and get frustrated, but put it back.
Chris.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think I got a
incredible
little
drive.
distracted by what happened there with all the rollaways and whatnot.
Yeah. Sometimes when you have to wait a long time to putt, you'll.
Yeah, I think that was exactly what happened to me there.
Yeah. Hell of a drive, though, man.
Yeah, I was actually, I think, also a little surprised at how close I was. I didn't think I was going to be the CTP on that hole.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody go long on that one on a hyzer line, especially. That's impressive, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, huge crush. We're on to hole 12. Like I said, world's 19, 294 feet. Can you barely see the basket if you're tall? I want to say, or is it blind?
Kind of have to have the right angle.
Okay. Yeah, it's just you'll see just mild hyzers from everybody, and the basket's on this kind of like little plateau thing, so you really don't want to go long. It gets pretty obstructed back there.
Yeah, last round you saw some guys throwing the triple X. It's really not that far of a shot for big arms like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially Nico and Michael.
Yeah, Michael right here.
This is a huge armed card.
It really is.
Pretty period. And Michael crushes one up there. I think he looks pretty much right on line.
I've always said it. This is kind of a big arm course.
It really is. I do not get that many birdies, and I don't have a big arm.
I mean, it's not so much that they have holes that are like over 400 feet, but it's you have to navigate 350 feet of wind.
Yeah. Or it takes 400 feet of power to throw a 280-foot shot.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Some cases.
Yep. Peter also taking the hyzer line. looking pretty solid. Maybe a finish a little bit left, but not bad at all. Looks like Michael finished exactly on line, but just short. This is his putt for a 2. You don't want to blow by this basket, though.
No, you don't. Wow. You could just put it in.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah,
worry about
Michael
it.
doesn't really think about missing.
He doesn't, does he?
No, he's just trying to make putts.
Yeah, he just runs them from everywhere and
Yeah.
makes them more often than not.
It's true.
And Chris, we're looking at your bid for a 2. Also right on line, just came a little bit short.
Yep.
Getting that focus on. Atta baby.
Yeah, I needed that one
Yeah.
after the last hole, and
Yeah,
watching
man.
Michael bang one from a little bit further out. I had to make that.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling when the guy behind you makes a longer putt than you don't.
Yeah.
But nice work there. Was that a park job from Nico?
Yeah, he pretty much ace ran it.
Wow. And
On a spike, I guess. It didn't get very far.
did we miss Peters, or is he also parked?
I think Peter threw his upshot already.
Okay, gotcha. He's just dropping in for a par.
Yeah.
But what a drive from Nico. 21 down. It's a lot of down.
He's showing us the way.
He is. Just copy his every throw, Chris.
Yeah, I did get to try to copy a lot of lines out there.
He's probably windsocking it for you guys all day. All those birdies. So we're on to hole 13, 388. Traditional line is a flex line up the middle, but there's a Nico line, Ben.
There is a Nico line, yeah. Then you'll see a couple of the other guys throw it too.
Yeah, the wind was favoring it right now. It was kind of going from right to left. So he was just going to swing it wide and let the wind get under it and sail it back over to the pin.
Whoa.
Like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Smashing 10 feet from the bucket.
Yeah.
The look on his face is like, yep, that worked. I knew
Yeah,
it
he
was
looks
gonna
almost
come there.
bored. He's like, yep.
Yep. And he really kind of flirted with that tree.
He did. I thought he took it in a little tighter than he wanted to, but it ended up helping him get the distance all the way there.
Exactly. And Michael can follow any line Nico can throw pretty much. But
Yeah.
Florida with it too.
That one got picked up a little higher.
yeah. I think he's past most of the shul, though.
Yeah. A little short, though.
Mm-hmm. And you usually go up the middle, and you...
Yeah, I got the birdie on this one in the first round going up the middle, but
Uh-huh.
with the wind pushing the way it was, that route just looked fun. I just wanted to go that way too.
It makes a lot of sense. Seems like a smart golf.
Yeah, and I've gotten there before that way, but I just didn't throw it quite hard enough.
Oh, okay.
I was happy with the line. It looked
Yeah.
like it was on target.
Was it just a little bit short?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And Peter McBride up last. Going rival. Gotta imagine he's going to go up the middle with the
Yeah, I got the
fairway
ball.
driver.
You know, a good flex shot will put it all the way there.
Yeah, absolutely. With these guys, as far as these guys can throw.
But it's a long 388 too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just slightly uphill, right?
Yeah, and just usually you're fighting some kind of wind.
Yep. Man, looks like that little right to left got Peter there at the end.
Yep.
Finished a little short left. And as you can see right here, he's just on the edge of the brush. It gets pretty dense behind and left of Peter. And just upshot. net for
Still
par.
almost drills it.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
He scared it at least. And Chris, you were right on line, like you said, just a little bit short.
Yeah. Maybe like 45 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably 80.
I think it was 120. And Mike from just a little bit closer. A little bit left of the pin, but not much. It's farther off than Michael usually is from that far.
Airball from Michael, but
Yeah.
it was probably 40 feet or something.
Look at that,
Or
drive
like
from Nico.
like 20. Yeah.
A little over.
What a bird from Nico. That's probably almost a stroke on the field. Maybe a couple people got it, but not many.
Trying to remember his last par at this point.
They're few and far between
Yeah.
this round anyway. And you make it a nice par right there. How do you like that lap bag?
I dig it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got plenty of room for snacks, which is definitely important on a course like this where it's a lot of holes and you're out there for a while and it takes a lot of energy just to be out there and
Yeah.
around and much less throw the bombs that we're throwing. So
No doubt.
Yeah, it's good to be prepared, and that bag definitely has space for everything I can think of.
Cool. I used to
Yeah.
rock the Lat 64 Pro bag, like the one with the straps. It was nice.
Yeah, there's some good designs.
So we're on hole 14, 279, and the basket, is it tucked in again, Ben?
Yeah, it is this round. Next round they're going to go behind it.
Okay, gotcha. Looks like Nico got some friendly-ish kicks.
Yeah,
He's down there.
he's smiling.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take that. And Michael Moulton, he's got his triple X lined up. Looks a little high.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
cutting.
it's squeaked through, huh?
Yeah, I think he got all the way up there.
Nice drive. And you're going Justice, which is kind of like a slower triple X.
I'd say it's more overstable.
Is it really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I can really hammer this thing, and then it just starts peeling over like as soon as it gets flat.
Yeah, that thing dumps.
Yeah,
Kind of like a drone, isn't it?
similar, yeah, but like really bored flat and maybe even more overstable. But I haven't thrown a drone, so
I don't think drones are quite as overstable as that.
Okay.
I throw a drone. It definitely goes a lot farther than that.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to throw a Justice far. But
Yeah.
yeah. I was, I guess, the furthest out.
Yeah, but still a pretty decent drive. You got a
That's
fun look right here.
a good group.
Yeah, I was stoked on that get.
Yeah, great putt.
Oh, yeah.
Good stretch out. And Nico also has a fun look right here.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit closer.
I don't think my angle really did the putt justice.
Definitely.
He had a cool window here. I remember.
Did he? Nice.
Oh, yeah. He had to sneak under that branch, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was like, sometimes you got to spin putt it. You can't always just pitch it in.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
And you got a good angle on Michael's, though.
Yeah. I knew Michael's was going to be a good angle, and I didn't realize where Nico's was.
Uh-huh.
I had to kind of choose.
Hey, worked out.
Tripod.
And look at this drive from Peter. That was pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, that's really close.
Oh, that was a par, though, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a par. Okay.
There we go. 3 birdies, though. And Nico is 23 down. Pretty good.
Way down.
Way down. Yeah, so we're on to hole 14. It is 281 feet. There's OB left in the road, and then just to the right of the basket's a pretty big row of trees. You gotta...
Yeah, and they will
It's-
catch you, and if you're under there, there's nothing more than a pitch generally.
Yeah. Nico bombing it up there and smashing down on the green.
That's just the shot you want.
Yeah. It's a smaller green than it looks like with the way your disc flies and has to go over the trees and short of the road.
Yeah, you can't be too far right, that's for sure, and you can't be too far left or you're out of bounds.
Yeah.
And there's usually some swirling winds around this hole too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's so open out there.
And like the drop has like a little wind pocket down there.
So Michael's, did it hit the tree and
I think he just grazed over it and was clean actually.
Wow.
Yeah, he was cutting it close.
Super squeaky. And I missed your disc. You on scythe, it look like?
Yeah, throwing that scythe again.
A nice hyzer angle.
Yeah, those guys gave me some good lines to follow.
Sure did. And look, that'll work. A little bit left, but sometimes
Yeah.
it rolls down the hill a little bit.
I didn't want to flirt with those trees as much as Michael did.
He was getting pretty flirty. And Pete going outlaw.
Yeah, I remember being
Forehand.
surprised here. He's going forehand. We all took the hyzer, and he decided to throw a sidearm.
Oh, I think he was having some shoulder pain.
Oh, no.
You'll
Okay.
actually see when he's walking, he like holds the shoulder.
Oh,
Maybe not right here.
but eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
This was a little... I wanted to give a shout out to all the Monterey guys helping us out.
Nice, man.
He's the best sweeper west of the Mississippi.
1,000 rated T-pad sweeper.
That's right. Yeah, you can see there Peter's favoring his right shoulder.
Okay. So it looks like he came up short of the road, still in bounds, just laying up for his par. Just a little bit short, but should make that putt. And Chris, looking at you for a deuce. Nice putting, sir.
Thanks.
Banging him in.
Yeah, I had some mistakes earlier in the round I was really trying to make up ground for.
Nice, man. Yeah, whatever helps you focus, right?
Yeah.
Peter makes his par. And Nico and Michael got pretty close. Wow. Michael's parked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Nico is parked for pretty much anybody. Nice work there.
Hard to believe they both got it within about 5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always nice when you can putt with your driver.
that that is the best, isn't it? Again, 3 birdies in that lone par for Peter. 3 birdies in that hole is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. It says it's only 281, but it kind of seems like it plays longer, and I think
Yeah.
it's at the elements, the left and right and such.
Exactly. Bring us to hole 16. It's 298. It's dead straight and really dense for the first, like 150 feet, and then it really opens up. Man.
Yeah, I'd say that gap you got to hit is maybe 100 off the tee, 150,
Mm-hmm.
and no more than, say, 20 wide.
Yeah.
I think Nico threw a T-bird here.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think he was throwing a glow T-bird. He decided to disc up to a fairway and just try to pure the line up the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had a glow T-bird and a glow Firebird. Can't always tell the difference except by the flight.
Oh, sure. Is Michael throwing a putter?
Yeah.
He's a beast. Oh, bananas. And you're going verdict, which is like a slightly overstable mid-range, Chris?
Yeah, it's fairly overstable. And I threw it perfect the first round and kind of not perfect this time.
Yeah. The video
Yeah.
is making this gap look so much bigger than it feels when you play it.
Yeah.
I remember being really intimidated by this tee box.
I like the placement of this tee box because if they pulled it further back and made it a longer hole, you could throw it over these trees. But they
Oh.
kind of force you to play up this pocket.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Cool hole design.
Yeah.
So you got your second shot going enforcer, forehand. Looks like you're kind of forced to throw forehand.
Yeah. I kind of felt like that was my best option and then kind of forced it over and left it out wide.
Did it hit the tree or did it just go out wide?
No, I just was trying to avoid stuff and ended up pushing it, away from the basket and left myself further out, so I was still up.
You can see it. Yep. For par save right here. Looks like about 35-40.
Yeah. And I just kind of didn't give that enough.
That was a tailwind gust, Chris. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's the wind, totally.
I don't know. It was like a
Yeah.
45 mile an hour tailwind.
It was the
Just,
wind.
just dropped it out this guy. Nothing he could do. We got Nico for a birdie. All day.
Yeah.
God. Seriously, when is the last time you got a par?
I think they had music going at the softball game.
Is that what that was? I was wondering
Yeah.
he was dancing to.
He had all kinds of rhythm going.
But that he did. Michael for a birdie. Woo.
Gets it to stay.
It did. Thought about taking a hike, but stayed in the cage. And Peter's drive right here.
Yeah, he buttered it. He was underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Parked.
Nice drive, Peter. And there you are tapping in a par. And again.
Nah, it's my bogey.
Oh, bogey. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
3 birdies and a not birdie. And
Super not birdie.
Super not birdie. That was very unbirdie of you, Chris. And we're on to hole 17. Going back up the hill. Ice plant and sand. So not a ton of skips on this one. Just kind of put it where the basket is.
Sand or ice plant that you're hitting. There's no real grass in sight.
Yeah. Wow. That looked good from Nico.
Yeah, I remember thinking he just made the hole look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, it's 381, but it's, again, you probably have a tailwind and it's uphill. So you're probably putting like 420, 430 power on this thing.
But it just seemed like Nico threw it like 70% right there and like high in the air.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it's still getting there.
Yep. When you're
Yeah.
Nico, I guess it does that.
Yeah.
Peter looks to be hanging out a little bit wide, but it's fading in. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he gave it enough air to go all the way over.
Yeah, sure
Got a
did.
little sand skid.
And you're going world. It looks like you're visualizing your shot right there.
Yeah, trying to pick my line.
You do that before every throw? Kind of just like imagine where this is going to fly.
Yeah, try to pick an angle and trust it. And I think I was still just trying to follow Nico's line and put it up high. And I should have just picked a lower line.
Get it.
And then I couldn't see the basket there. I almost got it.
Hey, you
but,
did.
Yeah.
Looks like Michael came up a little bit short left. This is his step putt for a 2.
He can see the basket.
God.
And he gets it.
Wow.
Yep.
Huge putt. Michael Bolton, man.
He can putt, man.
He's gonna be. We're gonna see him in a lot of tourneys. I have a feeling.
True story.
A lot of league cards in that kid's future.
turkey vulture sighting? Was that
Was it?
saw there for a second?
That is, yeah, there was some turkey vulture action.
Nice.
Not
Peter
sure
with
how
a
many
nice-
turkeys Nico had this round, but
I think that's like his
That's the
his
real turkey vulture.
yeah,
third
right.
consecutive turkey. Something like that. Another birdie. What's new? Not Nico getting a birdie. That's not new. We're on to hole 18, and we're the par 4 position, 691 feet. Your tee shot, you're just trying to throw over all these trees, and if you drift right, there's some really grabby trees, right, Chris?
Yeah, I was stuck over there in the first round.
Did Nico get around all of them, Ben?
Yeah, he cut through,
Wow.
and it looked like he might have clipped something, but I don't think it really affected his flight much.
Wow. That was crushed.
Yeah.
He might be able to get an eagle here just to throw off the birdie pattern.
Yeah. Right. Just for something new.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael wanted that one a little too much, and then turned it over. I think he was trying to match Nico's shot right there.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. And Peter McBride. Gets it up there. Little right, though.
Yeah, those are the trees you don't want to mess around with.
Yeah, I get swallowed up in there.
Yeah. That's almost a guaranteed pitch out if you hit that tree. It's nasty at the bottom.
Chris, what are you going to do here?
I'm going scythe here because I threw my world in the first round and it flipped too much on me, so I just wanted something that wasn't going to flip over too much.
Okay.
And this thing flipped over a little bit for me, even though I didn't think it was going to, but I got lucky there.
Did it get through?
It clipped a little bit. It kept on fighting through, so I didn't get sucked up into the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Michael's in the first group of trees, sucked in. He has a
About floor.
decent out. I mean, for being in that tree, it wasn't bad.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Consider it.
Looks,
Really in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trapped in there.
yep. It's a pretty much guaranteed stroke if you hit those trees. Pitches out decently.
Makes
Looks
some
like-
progress.
That's all you can really hope for. Right?
Yeah. I was pretty happy with my landing.
Wow.
Good look at the basket.
Yeah, if you're clear of those trees on your drive, you're pretty happy, or at least I am.
Yep, throwing my justice there.
Okay.
Got a little high, but it's up there for a birdie look.
Yeah, pin high. And Nico,
You can just stand still, sidearm at. He's
wow.
get that eagle. Come on, Nico.
Get the eagle.
Bang, it's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Close. Almost a drop in birdie, though, at least.
Yeah.
And looking at
Else is
Michael's
there.
Michael's third shot. Yes, seriously. Yeah, should be able to make that.
Should be easy par for Michael.
And that was Peter?
I
Yeah.
So, ooh,
Almost gets it.
Wow.
yeah.
And as Michael to save a 4.
After being in the rough, yeah.
Yeah, good 4 save.
Gets it.
So, yeah.
And Chris, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. That's pretty close.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a little bit further away.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy when I got up on the green.
Solid putt.
Stuck it.
Yeah, buddy. Good birdie on this hole to get.
Yeah, thanks.
And Peter for a par. Nice putt from Pete.
Good save.
Yeah, it was.
It's always frustrating to get sucked into a bad place on that long drive. You just
Yeah,
want
it
to
is.
unload, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm in here.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Got to
It's
pull it
downhill.
together,
It's
yeah.
downhill. You can crush it
Yeah.
if you get a good
Like-
rip on it.
Oh man. Nico was saying he put one past the bricks that are there from Matt Orum's drive.
Really?
Yeah, he moved the bricks and they moved them back.
What?
That's what he said. Yeah,
That's too funny.
I believe it, man.
Wow. And Nico with another birdie, along with you, Chris.
Yeah, I was
Solid,
pretty stoked to get that one. I definitely messed it up the first round.
solid 3. We're on hole 19, 342. There's kind of 2 gaps you got to hit off the tee here. There's one about 100 feet, and there's one right before the basket. It's I don't know, it's an intimidating hole.
I would even put it a little further than 100, that gap you got to hit.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
And there's usually a lot of wind. I think pushing left to right,
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
maybe with a little bit of tailwind too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to not think about on this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to focus on the gap.
Yeah.
Going back to your trusty scythe.
Yeah, and I picked a lot of good things, but I put the line too low and got that skip, but still skipped all the way up there.
Yeah. Left with a pretty easy par, at least. Maybe even
Yeah.
half of a birdie run.
pretty much.
And Michael's going Trident. What's that like, Chris?
That's like in between a mid and a fairway. Which
Really?
is, yeah, just a statement of Michael's power.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Pete is going Rival, which is the Legacy T-Bird clone. And
Nice smooth line.
yeah,
Get a skip.
go.
Yeah.
That's a putt for Pete. Nice work.
It's funny you bring up T-Birds. Chris once aced hole 16 at Daylaw on the right with a T-Bird.
Yeah,
That was
that's a bomb.
2006.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
About a 450-foot hole.
430.
430, yeah.
Yep.
That's 442, but who's counting?
Oh, nice. A little bit short there for birdie from Chris. Looking at Nico.
Nico gets another shot for the ladies.
Oh, yeah. Our female viewer just rocketed up from 4 to 6%.
That is like 50%.
Oh, Nico missed a putt, guys.
That is a little weird.
Yeah. For this round, that's a strange thing.
What happened?
There you go.
Oh, Peter didn't, though.
Yeah, Peter got that one.
Nice birdie. Does everyone but Peter have the lat 64 bag?
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I wonder if Michael or Nico ever picked up the wrong bag.
Actually, that's more foreshadowing than you think. Wait for the next video.
Right on. And Chris dropping in a par along with Nico. And there is Nico's first par in a very long time.
We're approaching the legendary church hole, the last hole of this course.
Oh, yeah.
Also the last hole of the world's layout.
Mm-hmm. And a really tough hole, man.
Yeah, par 4. You really want to get to the top of this hill to give yourself a good second shot and a chance at birdie. If you don't, it's a pretty rough shot trying to get all the way there, but if you overdo it trying to get up the hill, there's OB right, and there's a lot of rough on the left.
Yeah, the rough on the left is pretty much pitch out central.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good drive from Peter, though.
That's about right where you want to be.
Yep, middle of the fairway, top of the hill.
Yep.
And Nico looking to match that. I always end up going OB right on this hole, like, every time. Because I'm trying to crush it up this hill. Because you got to throw hard to get up this hill.
Yeah, and the winds are usually pushing from left to right, so if you get your disc flat, it
Oh.
get pushed over out of bounds.
That's what keeps happening.
And then if you get afraid of that, you saw it off and go too far left over into the bushes, which is, I think, what I do here.
Nah.
There's a lot of things not to think about.
Yeah, I remember I didn't throw it as hard as I could at the OB,
Uh-huh.
and so I think it just came up a little shorter than I wanted.
You're in the middle of the fairway, though.
Yeah, you could see it got a weird skip there, and it
Yeah.
just kept me from getting a little bit more distance that I needed to get to my landing zone, but yeah, I'm picky.
And Michael?
He throws it hard, like
That's
you're
good.
supposed to at the
He
OB,
sure does.
challenging it and getting all the way up there.
Yep, trusting his plastic to get back in.
A nice little air bounce there. Helped him out.
So I had to switch over to the sidearm look instead
Wow.
of taking the hyzer that I usually take because I just didn't have the angle there.
So the basket's like kind of between those two trees, but way past them.
Yeah,
The two
and
biggest trees.
I was pretty satisfied with that sidearm. It came out hotter than I expected and
That was solid.
made me some distance down there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think even Nico was pretty impressed about that.
Nice. And
Yeah,
that guy
look.
gets a lot of birdies.
Yeah.
If he's impressed, that's a good thing. Peter going backhand hyzer around the trees and faded in towards the basket. I looked to be maybe a little bit short, though.
I look like what you kind of want to do.
Cool.
And Nico's kind of got a few things containing him here, but it looks like he has enough space to pull off the shot.
Yeah, you can't contain Nico, Chris. Come
And
on.
end up with some of that pollen in his hair.
Throwing
Oh
that
my
backhand
God.
hyzer in between the trees.
That looked like a knee injury waiting to happen.
It did, right?
Oh, ouch. Seems okay, though.
Yep, gets it down there. And Mike, after the longest drive, going in Forcer on a big hyzer line. Forcer's a great disc, man. I'm a big fan of that thing.
Nice shot.
Yeah, everybody in this video seems to be too.
Yeah, I carry one in my bag. It's kind of like a a new pop top Star Destroyer that stays that way? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've told people when they ask about it. I reference them to the highly overstable destroyers.
Yeah. Yeah, great disc. Peter came up just a little bit short. This is a putt for a birdie.
This is in range.
Yeah. A little downhill.
Ah,
Not quite enough on that one. And Michael for birdie. You got pin high. Wow.
yeah. That's good.
Yep. Way to finish.
Yeah, he started out a little cold, but certainly finished hot.
Mm-hmm. And this is Nico for a birdie?
Yep.
Wow. If he makes this, I think that's one par in this video.
Might be.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's
That
what it is.
definitely sounds right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was in Human Torch mode for sure.
Yeah, and you're coming back up the hill for your par. He shot over 1100 for this round, right? Or was it like 1070 or something like that?
It was
No.
up. It wasn't that high, but yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, I think it was 1070 something.
I think
And-
he went 1067, 1076. It was a 13 and a 15.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a tough finish for me. I remember throwing my upshot and having it trickle long. I was like, really? No ice plant? And then I was like, just get in
Oh.
there.
Take an
Yep.
extra stroke off for style.
yeah, you got the fancy finish right there.
Yeah, I was like, I hope that makes the tape.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, cool. Not a bad round at all. You're 12 down. Nico is 28. Michael's 16. Peter 11.
Yeah, if me and Michael were on the same team, we'd be tied with Nico.
How about that?
Just take the next two people and play doubles against the one single.
Yep.
That's bananas.
Wow.
Wow.
There it is.
There it is.
He goes hard. And
Still-
he's
still-
still got energy. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Wow. Nice, nice. Well, cool. Huge thank you to you, Chris, for joining us for commentary. Tons of fun, man. We'll have to have
Yeah,
you
my
on.
pleasure. Happy
Yeah.
to do it. Look
Yeah.
forward to my next chance. You guys
Yeah.
are doing great stuff at Central Coast Disc Golf.
Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, who's on the lead card last round, Ben?
You're actually going to see in just a second.
Oh, cool.
Stay tuned.
The suspense is
He's
killing.
going to make a rap video one day. We talked about it.
Cool. Jason and Matt made it on.
Yeah, back from the first round
Yeah.
card.
Very cool. Right on, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the round 3 vid.
Thanks.